Hello, all my beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. You matter, and I go by Empath Divine. I hope you all will have a lovely day. Whether you're reaching this on a Monday, whenever you come across this, I hope you have a blessed day. You can always look in the information box to find out how you can book your own personal coach style readings and messages. Okay, I have another platform that is up on the information as well to follow it if you like divinational style reads here. Okay, so I always have some type of notebook and things because I like to write. And the title I put up here is "What is meant for you will always show up." So I feel like for you individuals that have came across this video, this is a message for you that what is meant for you is cooking up. It's approaching and it's coming towards you, okay? But there could be a little bit of a problem that could be going on with you right now at the moment that could be making a little bit of a delay for this to come. Okay, I know somebody is thinking to themselves right now, yeah, it's probably because I don't have no damn patience. That could be a part of it. Okay, but what if the problem that you could be having is control? It definitely could be your control, and it definitely could be your belief system. And patience and control goes in the same category here. So what do we mean by when we say control? When we say control is that sometimes you can have a tendency to want to control every outcome. This needs to happen this way. This needs to happen by this time frame. I can't do that because I need that. I'm afraid to let this go because this needs to happen. The message of what's meant for you will always show up for you is exactly what it is. When you are setting intentions and doing your laws of attraction, doing your manifestations, talking to the universe, things are being set up on the other side, being in order for it to happen. But the minute that you put a block in front of it by going, oh, well, it needs to be this way, I need for this, it causes blockages and it makes it, no room for what is trying to come in. Okay. So a message I wrote here is something I feel like you guys can think about this. All right. In order to receive, you have to be open to different ways of receiving. Now listen to how that sounds. I'll say it again. In order to receive, you have to be open to different ways of receiving. So right now, get your notebook, like I always tell you guys. What is something that you want to receive? What is something that you've been speaking to? I mean, you probably have a number of things though, but I'm pretty sure there's like one important thing that is kind of like the ringleader that starts everything else what you want. What is one important thing that you can say that you want to receive? Don't think about, well, I want this to happen, but there's no way this. Don't start the negativity and the control. What is one thing you want to receive? All right, write it down. Now, after you wrote down what it is that you want to receive, then you're probably going to say, well, why? I'm going to ask you this. Why do you feel like it's not happening? What is something that you're trying right now that you feel like, okay, it's not working? If you wrote that down and said what it is, do you feel that that is your only option? That's actually your negative subconscious telling you that it's your only option. No, that can be a sign from the universe that, listen, it's not saying that it can't happen for you, but this way, it's not the right way to go about it. Be open to different ways of receiving. So let's give you an example here, okay? Let's say you guys want to, I'm going to give you an amount here, okay? I'm just going to write it down. I'm going to give you an amount here. Let's just say, for example, you want $250,000, right? You want $250,000 here, right? That's what you want to receive, right? So when you want to receive it, you're going to write on this paper, what would this $250,000 mean to you? What would it help you with, right? You're going to start writing down the things that it's going to help you out with. But then you have to say, okay, well, what have I been doing lately to bring this $250,000? So let's say, okay, you had an idea that you're trying to cook up, but you're not having good results with it. So now you're speaking negative, and now you're saying, okay, there's no way I could receive this $250,000. There's no way. Or some of you may just negativity hear this and say, there's no way I can get 250K. There's no way I can make that. There is a way. There are multiple ways that you guys can make this 250K. But the first part is believing and being open to receiving it. So you can tell the universe, okay, one way that I'm trying to receive this 250K is not working, but I am going to be open to other ways and opportunities that I can make this 250K, I can make it multiply, or etc. Okay, so in order to receive, you have to be open to different ways of receiving. You have to be open because the universe is going to show you better ways for you to get what it is you deserve. Remember, if you are listening to this, you most likely are spiritual, and you have to realize we all have a path, a mission when we come here on this earth here. So if something you keep trying to go in one door, and if you keep getting put out, that's not the door to come in. But that doesn't mean that that's the end of going in that door. There can be other ways, and another door can lead you to another door that can make you be, you can, go in another door and make triple the amount of 250K. You see what I'm saying? For whatever your example is of what you want, okay? In order for you to release obstacles, though, because usually behind things that we're trying to pray for and manifest, there's always a blockage or obstacle in front of it, right? That's the main reason of why we have a hard time of manifesting what we want, because there's always some type of blockage in front of it, whether it's your mindset, whether it is what you want in front of you. So another message here for you to listen to, and you can write this down. In order to release obstacles or blockages, you have to be prepared to let go. Another word that I wrote, and I even crossed it down because it sounds harsh, but Spirit's like, no, say it because a person's going to understand it. In order to release obstacles or blockages, you have to be prepared to lose. And that's a tough word, lose, aka let go. Lose means lose something, not calling you a loser. Lose something. Something has to be taken away so that what is meant for you will show up in a different way, right? That's like you're trying to get aboard in a moving truck, and the moving truck is small as heck. It's tiny. It's like this. It only can hold up to 10 bags of luggages in the truck, and you have 20 bags. You can't overstuff it, because if you do, the car can't move. So you have to make a sacrifice, and you have to leave what is not important, what is a non-factor. Trust me. If you have to pack your stuff in some things, right, and they're telling you a 10 bag limit, right, I'm pretty certain out of those 20 bags, not everything is important towards you. There are some things you need to let go of. And the previous video I did for you over the weekend was talking about how to declutter. Okay, so look at that about decluttering, how important that is too when manifesting. So you will have to, I'm pretty sure out of those luggages, if you go through all that stuff, you will realize I don't even really need this. And then you will notice that you are focusing on the wrong thing. You're putting too much of your attention and time on the wrong things. And think about it. It's the same thing. What I said is that you can't control. Some things is beyond your control. So let's say you were trying to move, right? You're trying to get somewhere, and they said, oh, I'm sorry, you can't bring 20 bags here. It's only 10 bags. You can't control that. There's no way you can go around that. They're like, listen, we can't give you a bigger truck. I can't call another backup truck. It's either take this now, this opportunity, and put these 10 bags in so you can leave and get where you need to go, or you can't go. So it's the same thing with speaking and manifesting for the things you want. What's meant for you is always going to show up, but it's some things that you're going to have to let go beyond your control. There's going to be some things that you have to be prepared to lose in order for you to receive, okay? And that can be something that you guys may have a problem with right now when it comes to manifesting and receiving the things that you reserve. You could have a control issue. So I have another homework assignment I want you guys to do. Write the things that you have control, because it's okay to admit you have a control problem. Write some things that you're noticing in a pattern, because remember, when we do things that's like a pattern, it's going to always keep repeating itself until you unbreak the pattern. So notice something that you're doing, all right? Write down the things right now that you're trying to manifest on a daily basis, because I know some of you guys got the same 2 things or 3 things or whatever that's important that you're trying to manifest for. So let's say, for example, you're trying to manifest Monday. You're trying to manifest that 250K. Let's just say that, okay? So you start writing down what is some of the control factors that you're having. What is some of the control factors that you're noticing you tend to repeat when it comes to about the money? And then that is going to be the obstacles and blockages that you have to learn how to be prepared to let go and lose so that it can fall in. Okay, so remember that in order to receive, you have to be open to receiving in different ways. I thought about that the other night and I said, we got to be open towards it. Sometimes the things we're trying to do, it's not working for us because that's not the way that we're supposed to do it. The universe is trying to save you from making a big mistake. So you can say, okay, divine, you're definitely trying to tell me this is not the way that I'm supposed to do this. I'm surrendering. I'm not going to try it this way. You're giving me signs to tell me this way is not the way to go about it. So show me. Open my mind and my body and show me other ways how I can make whatever it is you're trying to make happen for me. Help me to be prepared to not control, and help me to be prepared to remove things out of my path so that I can be open to seeing what is there for me. Because as the title was saying, what is meant for you will always show up for you. But if you're being restrictive towards opening and you're blocking and being receptive and going, no, I can't have it this way, it will make it harder for you. And I always say sometimes when you let go of that control, you will get things coming to you better than how it came towards you the first time. Okay? So I felt like I wanted to speak about that. And you know what? Sometimes I am going to be popping out affirmation cards and self-care cards here. So I want to give an affirmation to you guys for today, an affirmation. And there's going to be something behind it, okay? I love that. We just talked about that. I have the power to create change. You have the power to create change. You have the power to create change. And this is what we've been talking about, right? Ways to change your belief system, ways to change, ways to be open for things to come in, right? Because some of you could be at this energy that you feel like, okay, I'm going to give up because there's no other way. There's no other option. I always say there's multiple ways for things to happen for you. It's just different ways how it's going to come about. You have the power to create change. The back of it, a homework assignment for you guys to do. That's right. But it's going to benefit for you because you matter. What are you capable of doing? Okay? And whatever that comes to your head and you may feel like you're not capable of doing, I feel like you need to reverse that and say you are capable of it. Maybe you need to be capable of letting go of control. You could be capable of letting something out of your energy. Doing something a little different. Trying something a little different. Okay? You have the power to create change, all right? So I hope this reading will help you and motivate you. And I really hope that you do these helpful exercise tips here because it will definitely help you to learn to rewrite your negative subconscious and rewrite your belief system because you matter. Enjoy.